Very warm welcome, guys, to my channel this particular morning. Stay tuned because I want us to talk about the politics of the country at large. Especially we are focusing on the resignation of Rigathi from the UDA party. Yes, yesterday he resigned officially. So what does this mean? What does it mean to the politics of the mountain? What does it mean to the politics of Kenya at large? And we are just 2 years away from the 2027 general election, and politicians are on a rampage. They are trying their best now to come back to Kenyans and just to convince Kenyans to vote for them. So it's going to be a week, our months ahead are going to be full of political rhetoric, and this is the focus of this video this particular morning. And if it is your first time on my channel, guys, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos you'll not miss out. Welcome, guys. So yesterday Rigathi officially resigned from the UDA party. Remember, it is supposed to be so legally. For you to form a new party, you have to resign from a previous party or the party that you are in, and that is what Rigathi did yesterday. He resigned officially, though some more critics were laughing at him and saying that he had already been ejected from the UDA party the moment he was impeached. But lawyers say that he did the right thing, because if you form a different party and you end up being still a member of the previous party, the legality of that particular process can be challenged in court and you end up losing your party. So Rigathi did exactly that. He formed he's about to announce a new party this week, so to speak. I understand it's going to be this week, and he had to resign officially and from the UDA party. I'll read part of the letter that he wrote to the UDA party, because we can also not ignore the content of that particular letter, because some people have been saying that Rigathi was in that particular government and he's neither a saint in all these shenanigans that are taking place in the government. But my opinion is that it is good that to say, let's say when a ringleader of a leader of a certain gang comes out and claims he's a reformed gang, he's a good guy to give you the secret of that particular gang. So whether he is a jilted person from the UDA or whether he's speaking the truth, he is the right person to give us the truth from what is happening within the government. Let him spill the beans. I'm not saying that we are endorsing Rigathi candidacy or we are endorsing his party, so to speak, but I'm just interested on the secret that he's been spilling lately, and that is what makes Kenya a great nation, because we understand he's been an insider, and as an insider, when he comes out, he gives us some of the secrets, some of the deals that are happening inside there. So this is the letter that Rigathi wrote to the registrar of political party. By a copy of this letter, I'll read the letter, just a few content, because I want to pick out some of the things that he said into this particular letter that I believe are of very importance to Kenya. The letter reads, by a copy of this letter, you are notified that I have officially resigned from the UDA party with immediate effect. I have made this decision in knowledge of the ideals of the party we believed in, and so were millions of Kenyans, but now has turned out of the most dangerous political moment for the people and the Republic of Kenya in retrogressive philosophy of unfit class to govern our nation. The party has exhausted and wasted Kenyan moment to take off economically, socially, and politically. It will be recalled that while affirming the Kenya Kwanza manifesto, our presidential candidate then in 2022 said, "It is my firm conviction that the unity, stability, and prosperity of our country lies in the greatness of men, but in the strength of our institution." I know some people have been claiming that the letter has some errors, so to speak, and even as I can read, I can point out a few typos, a few errors in that particular letter. But here it is. The most important thing is the message and the content of the letter. The letter continues to read, our UDA Alliance Party is founded on the ideology that the national aspiration, justice, peace, freedom, prosperity that we pray for as we sing our national anthem is a covenant that binds us to political inclusion and economic empowerment of all Kenyans. That's a letter of Rigathi. I'll skip some of the content and just proceed to the next content. And yeah, I want to focus especially in this particular thing that they called bottom-up economic transformation, because it seems it's no longer a bottom-up thing per se, because the boda akina mama mboga and those small guys are still crying foul that the government did not achieve, or did not, the government conned them, so to speak. We hear the plan to implement. The letter continues to read, the plan will set 5 core sectors: agriculture, micro, small and medium enterprise economy, housing and settlement, healthcare, digital superhighway and creative economy. The above sectors are now a center of crime with no tangible gains to the people of Kenya. He highlighted, the letter goes on highlighting the transformational agenda. It delved deep into agriculture, the housing, and so on. I'll pick on the housing, I'll skip the agriculture part. About housing, the letter reads, we believed as a party this would be a game changer towards dignifying the people of the Republic of Kenya. I cannot be part of a political party that advances such oppression. We committed to turn the housing challenge into an economic opportunity and employ over 100 young graduates from TVETs into the sector by building 250 houses every year. Unfortunately, this has become an individual business venture and a sharp sword on the payslip of the Kenyan worker, so to speak. I've picked the houses because the housing project, especially because Rigathi has been saying that he's going, or in his manifesto going 2027, he's going to launch what he termed as Okoa Payslip. Okoa Payslip is a slogan he's saying that is going to serve especially the civil servant who are claiming that they normally take home a half of their salary and the government remains with a half of the other. So Okoa Payslip is targeted for those people who are employed, and especially he's been saying that this housing thing doesn't sit well with those that are employed because it takes about a half of what they are earning. So I'll not be able to read all of it, because if I decide to delve into each detail of this particular letter, and then my video will take about 30 minutes, which I don't want it to be. I want it to be about a 10-minute video. But this is all about, and we are going to see even as he launches his party, we are going to see a lot of jabs towards his party. I know in the course of the day, the government is going to issue a rebuttal, especially towards that particular letter, because it has really hit the government hard. Based on the points that I have read for you, based on the issue that the letter has highlighted, I believe the government is going to issue a rebuttal through their spokesperson. Thank you guys, and if it is your first time, before you sign out, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do the next video, you'll not miss out. Adios, ciao ciao.